Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our today's session. Today we are going to study the second part of sixth chapter, that is property of seawater. In our earlier session, we have seen what are the properties of the seawater. Today we are going to observe the map 6.9 and we have to give the question answers. So here is the world map has given. It is showing the salinity and this salinity of the seawater is showing. So what is the first question? C. What is the salinity around the tropics? So C, students, 0 degree equator. Equator is passing from the equator 23 degree and half north, 23 degree and half south. Both the direction there is tropical region. It is called the equatorial region. We can call it torrid zone also. So in this zone, we have to identify what is the salinity. So see, from our India, Tropic of Cancer is passing, and downside 23 degree and half from there Tropic of Capricorn is passing. So see, here India's map is given. So here 36 salinity is there in the tropical region, means north side, and south side 35 degree salinity. So that is the answer. 36 degree 36 and 35, that much salinity we find in the tropical area. Tropic of Cancer 36 and Tropic of Capricorn 35. Now next question, which region has the least salinity? So you have to see the salinity score is here. Somewhere is given 36, somewhere 37, 36, 34. Downside here 33 is given, and upside 33, means in the polar region salinity is less. What is the reason behind it? Because of the sun rays. Here sun rays are falling perpendicular, slant sun rays are there, so due to that no more heat, so salinity is in these least Atlantic Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Miss polar side we can find less salinity. Again here 32 degree, 32 is number is showing, so it is the this Bay of Bengal. So see India, so left side Arabian Ocean, then downside south side Indian Ocean, and here Bay of Bengal. So we can say polar region and Bay of Bengal. These regions we can find least salinity. Next question, which ocean has salinity more than 37%? So see, we have to find out 37% salinity in the ocean. So here is the one ocean, we can see their salinity is 36%. So that, what is the name of this? So it is that Atlantic Ocean. So this from here, this region, Atlantic Ocean's region. So Atlantic Ocean, we can say 36 percentage salinity is there. Next question, which are the reasons, what are the reasons for the difference in the salinity at global level? Discuss in the class. So we have to discuss the reasons for the differences in the salinity. So we can say that factors, there are many factors responsible for the salinity. So what is that? First is the temperature. As the temperature is increasing, their evaporation will also increase, so due to that salinity will more. And next is that supply of fresh water. If there is supply of fresh water, then salinity will be reduced. And if it is not open area, it is landlocked sea, landlocked nature, then salinity will be more because no fresh water will come there. So these are the reasons which is responsible for the differences in the salinity at the global level. Now we will study the next one. Geographical explanation is given. The uneven distribution of the temperature on the earth, uneven supply of fresh water, etc. affect the salinity of the seawater. So uneven temperature and uneven supply of fresh water. That things are affecting the salinity. The tropical zone temperate temperature is high. Tropical zone means equatorial region, temperature is high. The rate of evaporation is also higher. Therefore, salinity is higher around 5 degree north and south of the equator. In the equatorial calm belt, the sky is cloudy for a long period of time and convectional rainfall occurs every day. Large rivers like Congo and Amazon equatorial regions meet the sea. Therefore, the supply of fresh water is abundant, but because of high temperature, rate of evaporation is more, and therefore the seas in these areas are more saline. So, what is said here? Here it is said that the calm belt, equatorial calm belt means 5 degree north and 5 degrees south from the equator. We have to take that belt. If we will talk about that belt, then we will find that equatorial areas there is daily rainfall. Then how that salinity is increasing because of the high temperature, because it there in that region, though it is the supply of fresh water, though there are these Congo river and Amazon river is meeting, but then also conventional type of rainfall is falling in that region, but then also due to the this temperature, high temperature, rate of evaporation is more. So there is due to that salinity in that sea is increasing, though there is abundant supply of fresh water, though heavy rainfall, but then also heat is also more. Due to heat, that water is converting into the vapor, and salinity is remaining as it is. So that is the reason behind it. In mid latitudinal zone, 25 degree to 35 degree north and south, rainfall is less and the supply of fresh water from rivers is also low. This zone has hot desert of the world, thus the salinity of the seas is found to be higher here. So here it is said that mid latitudinal zone. So mid latitudinal zone means here. So this zone, mid latitudinal zone. What is the reason they are saying that here salinity is low because fresh water supply is less? So this is the mid latitudinal zone. So here see children, Africa, near that Sahara desert is there. Then here Arab, that is also desert region. Now here in our India, Rajasthan desert region. So due to that, there is less supply of the fresh water and desert region. That is the reason for that mid latitudinal area, that temperature is also high and salinity is more. In temperate regions, the sun rays are slanting and therefore the temperature are lower. Because of melting of snow, the supply of water is also more, and therefore in this zone salinity decreases with increasing latitude. So here is saying that temperate regions means this region, the sun rays are slanting here, and due to that and due to the melting of the snow also, water supply is more in this region. So that is the reason for decreasing in the salinity. In the polar areas, temperature are very low, evaporation is also very less in the polar region, so salinity is low. Landlocked seas have higher salinity than open seas, as the rate of evaporation is more there and there is a lack of supply of fresh water from the large river. Thus there is difference in the salinity of open and enclosed sea. So see student, landlocked sea and open sea, as we have discussed in our earlier session also. In the landlocked sea means the sea is locked by the land from the sides. So that sea, there is a less supply of the fresh water. So in that region salinity will be increased because evaporation will take place and no supply of fresh water, so salinity will increase. And in the open sea, fresh water will be added, and as that evaporation process will also take, but fresh water is added more, so due to that salinity will be less there. So here what they are saying, thus there is a difference in the salinity of open and inclusive. For example, the average salinity of the Mediterranean Sea is 39 per so here it is said that C per parts 1000, so that is 39, while the salinity of the most saline ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, is 35 per parts 1000. So like this we have to read here. So here what they are saying, Mediterranean Sea, if we will speak about the Mediterranean Sea, so we will find that there is salinity 39 per parts of the salinity in the oceanic area, Atlantic Ocean, because there is Atlantic Ocean, that is the reason to Mediterranean Sea, because there that area is closed, that area is closed, all the sides land is there, so due to this we cannot find more fresh water, so due to that salinity is more in the Mediterranean Sea. How I will show you here Mediterranean Sea. So see student, it is the Mediterranean Sea. As we can see here, there is a lack of fresh water because this sea is surrounded by the land from the four sides, so lack of fresh water, evaporation is also more, so due to this desert region is there surrounding, so heat is also more, evaporation will take place, and salinity is more in this region. And another day now we will study this. Think about it. If you think about India, there is the Arabian Sea to the west and Bay of Bengal to the east. The salinity of the eastern coast is 34 per part 1000, while it is 35 parts per 1000 in the Arabian Sea. What could be the reason of the higher salinity in the western coastal region? So we will study about this western coast. So see students, remember it is the India's map. Always remember this one thing, always upside there is north direction and south downside south direction. Our right hand east direction and our left hand west direction. So we are talking about the west. Why there is salinity more in the west direction, they are saying Arabian Ocean. So the reason is that, see, in our Himalaya many rivers are originating, and as the Himalayan rivers, Sindhu river, Yamuna, so that rivers, major rivers, they are flowing and they are meeting to the Bay of Bengal to the eastern side. Just Narmada river is meeting to the western side, one river. So here and these places desert region is there, so due to that in the western side salinity is more because supply of fresh water is less in the Arabian Sea. That's why Arabian Sea is more salinity will be more there. The name of the sea itself gives an idea. Dead Sea, we are talking about the Dead Sea now. The name of the sea itself gives an idea of the condition there. The sea laying on the border of the Israel and Jordan has salinity of 332 parts per 1000. The average salinity of the ocean is 35 parts per 1000. Jordan is the only large river meeting this sea. So see student, average salinity of the ocean is 35 parts per 1000, but in the Jordan, Israel, there we find 332 parts per 1000 salinity, so it is too high. Low rainfall, low supply of fresh water and high evaporation are the reasons of the high salinity. So low rainfall, low supply of fresh water and high evaporation, that is the reason for the salinity. There is no life here expect few unicircular organisms, the fish coming from the river Jordan, die as soon as they come here. So in this Dead Sea, no life we can imagine. Fish which is coming from the rivers of Jordan, so as soon as they are entering this Dead Sea, it automatically dies because of the high salinity. Saline pillars have developed. Some of them come out of the surface. The density of water is also high because of higher salinity. So here the density of the water is high because of high salinity. Therefore, one can never drown in the sea. We can easily float when we go in the sea water. Another characteristics of the Dead Sea is land here is below the mean sea level. So here that one thing they are saying, one characteristics of Dead Sea, that we never can drown. We can easily float on the water because salinity is more there. And another they are saying that it is below the mean sea level. Mean sea level means what? There is one particular height of the sea level, but in that sea level, ahead that sea level, that is heighted land formation. Due to that, the sea's water will not go to that heighted place, और उस heighted place के बाजू में depth of the land is more. इसी तरह से वहाँ पर गड्ढे के जैसा, बड़े गड्ढे के जैसा लैंड फॉर्मेशन हो जाता है. सो दैट इज़ द बिलो मीन सी लेवल. It is one of the places having the lowest elevations on the earth. In some areas the latitude is 400 meters. So now we will study this. Density. Temperature and salinity are the two properties of the seawater that control the density of the seawater. Temperature and salinity, that two things control the density of the seawater. If temperature reduce, the density of the water increase. See students, if the temperature is reduced, then density of the seawater will increase. Cold water is denser and so it is saline water. As compared to salinity, temperature affect density more. So see, cold region we find the more salinity, and salinity as compared to the salinity, temperature affect the density more. Hence, sometime more saline water has lower temperature at the surface, but still the density of such water is more than other water. So here saying that salinity will be find more at the surface water, where but the density of such water is more than other. So on the contrary, seawater having high temperature and low salinity. So in the seawater we find high temperature but salinity is low, can have lower density. So that region, if temperature is high, salinity is low, that time density will be lower, and temperature is less, salinity more, that time density is also more. So here see, study the figure 6.10 and answer the following questions. With the increasing depth, what things what decreases temperature, salinity or density? So here distribution of the temperature, here distribution of the temperature, distribution of the salinity, and here density. Three columns are given, so we have to study it. First we will see the temperature. So what is said that with increasing depth, what decreases temperature, salinity or density? So we will see here. So as the here see students, we can see here temperature is given 4 degree, 8 degree, 12 degree, 16, 20 and 24, like that given, and depth is also given 500 meter, 1000 meter, 1500, 2000. So like that depth is given. As we have seen here, temperature is higher, their depth in that depth is also increasing. We can see the temperature is high at the particular depth, means near about 2000 meter, that depth percentage temperature is high, but downside it is depth is decreasing. So here we can see salinity. Salinity also see 34, 34.5, 35. So like that, here also salinity is increasing. But as here density is decreasing. Here we can say temperature is decreasing, salinity is also little bit decreasing, but density is increasing. So here we can say that the temperature of the surface of the sea, no, we here we can say that with increasing depth the temperature and salinity decreases. So here we can see now temperature is decreasing, salinity is also decreasing, but the density is increasing. Next question, after what depth the changes in these factors become almost zero? So see students, if we will see, so here is high change in the depth. So but as here 2000 के पास आ गए तो ये यहाँ से minor change we can see, but before 2000 we can see major changes in the temperature. Salinity also the same, salinity also graph you can see 35.5, 35, 34, so like that. But as it is coming to this region, this part, from this part we can find it is stable. So here it is also 2000, and here also what is the density, also density is also increasing, but till the depth of, here we can see 2000. After 2000 this is stable. So we can say that after 2000 meter depth from the sea level, the difference in the temperature, salinity and density becomes almost zero. Next question, it is said that next question, till what depth the changes is factor higher? So see, okay, so students see in the first diagram we can see here 24, then 20, 20, 16, 12. So temperature is higher, the temperature is higher till the depth of 500 meter, and salinity also till the depth of 500 meter, and this density also. So in overall we can say after 500 meter depth from the sea level, the variations in the change of temperature, salinity and density is high. Now last question is given here. What is that last question? Explain the correlation between all the three factors, these three, temperature, salinity and density. We have to explain the correlation. If the temperature is less, then density is more. स्टूडेंट देखो आप, टेम्परेचर ये लेस होते जा रहा है, 24 है तो फिर बाद में 4 डिग्री तक जा रहा है. टेम्परेचर इज लेस देन डेंसिटी इज हाई, देन डेंसिटी अल्सो लेस. इफ द सैलिनिटी इज लेस, सैलिनिटी भी आप देखते हैं कि लेस होती जा रही है, 35.5, 35, 34. If the salinity is also less, then density also less. But here it is said that however the temperature is less, then the density is more. Temperature is less, then density is more, despite the salinity is less. Now geographical explanation. See figure 6.10. The graph shows salinity, temperature and density with reference to the depth of the seawater. We have seen the temperature, density and the salinity of the seawater. You know that the density of the water is dependent on temperature and salinity. So here we can say, student, the temperature is dependent on the two factors, salinity and here what is said that density of water is dependent on temperature and salinity. If you see the graph carefully, you will realize that after certain depth there is no change in this factor according to the depth. We have seen after 2000 meter depth there is no certain changes in the factors. The change can be seen up to the depth of 500 meters. So 500 meter we can say very high changes. The ratio is very high from the 500 meter. The slope of the curves of the graph is very varying for all the three factors below the depth of 1000 meter. There is no change in all the three factors after the depth of 2000 meter. Generally we can call a sea water up to the depth of 500 meter as surface water. So sea water we can call it surface of water till the depth of 500 meter. This water gets affected by ocean currents and sun rays. We can see the movement of these water in the form of ocean current. So here we can see the generally we can see the depth of the sea water surface, that is 500 meters. Then water get affected because of the ocean current and sun rays. We can see the movement at that water in the form of ocean currents. So at greater depth, wind, sun rays, currents do not affect these properties. See the depth, if we will go to the 2000 meter depth, then sun rays, wind and ocean currents, these all that things will not affect to the sea property. So see, therefore around 1000 meter depth there is no change in these three factors. So here they are saying 1000, they have considered here 1000. So the ocean currents are generated because of the differences in the properties of the sea water. They act as temperature controls at the global level. So here ocean currents what they are doing, ocean currents are generating because of the differences in the properties of the sea water. What are the properties we have seen now? They act as the temperature control. The distribution of the temperature gets controlled due to the ocean currents. So if we'll see the temperature distribution of the temperature, it is controlled by the ocean currents. Thus the climate of the earth get affected by the ocean currents. Means if the ocean currents are high, then temperature will reduce. If the ocean currents are low, then temperature will increase. So in this way they affect the climate on the earth. Give it a try. Calculate the salinity of the water. Use in your experiment mathematically. So here we have came to the end of this chapter. I hope you understood. Thank you very much.